You are welcome, Mr. Wei Qiang, the project manager of SINOMA Overseas for UCG project in Syria. You are welcome, Mr. Wei.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Now we are in the third session about cement industry in the region. We have executed the first session with the head of Iraqi Cement Producers Association, Mr. Nasser Idris Mahdi al-Madani. The second session was with Abdul Karim Group. They are the exclusive agent for Fox for mineral oils and grease in Syria, with Mr. Fawaz Ghalioun, the general manager of Al Karim Company for trading and industry. We are now in the third session with you, Mr. Wei Qiang, the project manager of SINOMA Overseas for UCG, United Cement Group in Syria. You are welcome, Mr. Wei. Let me first of all welcome the participants which are with us now. Mr. Amjad Al-Zahr from Iraq. He is expert from Iraq. Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, also from Iraq, from Al-Dahouk University, I think. Dr. Madeleine Brady from the High Commission of Remote Sensing from Syria. Mr. Samih Naji, the general agent for SINOMA Overseas in Syria. Ms. Waad Shamous from CEMTECH, Ms. Ala Mhaysen from CEMTECH Co. You are welcome. You are welcome, Mr. Wei.
Thank you. You are welcome.
First of all, could you please explain the history of SINOMA Overseas in MENA region by mean of Middle East and North Africa, please?
Okay. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Tabara here. Thank you, the counselor from Chinese Embassy. And thank you for everyone joining SINOMA station for this session. Okay, now I can answer your question. SINOMA Overseas have more than 15 years history in MENA region. SINOMA Overseas has executed projects in UAE, such as UCC 10,000 tons per day in 2007. And until now, we have built 6 projects in cement projects in UAE. Also, we have built a mineral project in Saudi Arabia, Oman, Turkey, and Egypt. I mentioned UCC project. This is one of the biggest capacity cement plant in the world, producing 10,000 tons per day single production line.
Yes.
After that, we built another 10,000 tons per day cement project for ABMC. The full name is Ras Hamad in the UAE.
Yes.
For 2014, we built 2 cement plants in Turkey as the EPC model with financing. The financing from China.
Yes.
The capacity each plant is 5,000 tons per day.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Okay. The current projects, Mr. Wei, in the region nowadays, the projects which are under construction by SINOMA Overseas as turnkey projects.
We have built, like last question I mentioned, we built 6 plants in UAE.
Yes.
Most of them is EPC projects. Currently, yes, we also have some project is executing, like a GCF project in UAE, and also Kalis 5,000 tons per day cement plant in Turkey.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thanks for this valuable information. And I think there is in Syria ongoing project for UCG, United Cement Group.
Yes, we win the contract last year.
Yes.
Until now, this project just in the beginning stage. We have mobilized some manpower to this site
Yes.
last December.
Yes, yes. Regarding the stages which are completely finished from that project, can you please tell us more details? The difficulties you are facing nowadays regarding economic sanctions on Syria to implement that huge project.
Okay, this project, like I said, is just in the beginning. So as you know, from 2020 early, the
Yes.
COVID-19 outbreak.
Yes.
So now we are suffering some difficulties, like our mobilization, manpower, and equipment.
Yes.
Especially from March of this year, the flight stopped. So it's not possible to bring more technical manpower from China, and also the technical service from the supplier is also stopped.
Yes. Do you cooperate with the local workshops in Syria? Do you cooperate with the local contractors? Are they support for the current project?
Yes, for how to adopt measures to against these difficulties, we
Yes.
have planned to organize more local labor and more local skilled workers.
Yes. Yes.
Also, we consider cooperation with the local subcontractor and the local workshop. It's also will be considered.
Yes. Yes. Okay. In general, Mr. Wei, the number of SINOMA Overseas employees in turnkey projects as huge projects you execute, the number of employees, please.
We can give an example. 5,000
Yes.
tons per day project is more popular in the world.
Yes.
So usually we need about 1,000 workers for each project. This number of employees, civil and erection workers.
Yes. Yes. Okay. As you know, recently the whole world is suffering from COVID-19 pandemic. So how do you, as SINOMA Overseas, firstly, the current situation in China regarding COVID-19 pandemic? Let's start from this point.
Okay, it's several here. For the coronavirus,
Yes.
COVID-19 has been breaking out in many countries since the early 2020.
Yes.
In March, Syria launched an epidemic prevention and control measures. Border closure and business shutdown, which had a certain impact on various industries and social operation. Also brought a certain impact and challenge to the development of the cement industry.
Yes.
First, the impact on cement production. The shutdown of a factory during epidemic period has brought great pressure on the presence and increased their operation cost. However, with the resumption of production, it is expected that the loss caused by the shutdown will be gradually repaired.
Yes.
And the surprised demand during the epidemic period will be gradually released.
Yes.
Second, the impact on cement industry investment. The outbreak of epidemic, I think for the duration of impact on industry investment maybe last longer, which may be 1 year to 2 years.
Yes.
Due to the outbreak of epidemic, countries have implemented the policy of territory closure. The mobility of personnel and trees have been interrupted.
Yes.
So the investment plan of the enterprises have to be suspended.
Yes.
At present, only to observe the trend of the development of the outbreak continually. Optimistically, it is expected that by the fourth quarter of this year, the cement industry investment will be gradually restored.
Yes. Yes.
Third, the opportunities of Syria under the world epidemic breakout. We have seen that since the outbreak of COVID-19, the epidemic situation is severe in Europe and USA and in Middle East. Because Syria has taken measures early, the number of epidemics is smallest among the surrounding countries.
Yes.
And the overall control situation is far better than other countries. Moreover, Syria has a large potential demand market. Therefore, Syria is likely to be the most popular cement market with the investor in the regional market.
Yes.
In conclusion, the upstream and the downstream industrial enterprises in the cement market should strengthen cooperation and communication to fully seize the market opportunities in the future. SINOMA Overseas, as the EPC leading company, can help the investor to speed up project to the ground. That's my point.
Yes. 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 In general, Mr. Wei, how do you adapt with the COVID-19 since you are far away from your homeland, China? You are in Syria and you live in Syria nowadays to execute the project. So how do you adapt?
Okay, for this situation,
yes,
so for every company, it's very difficult. But based on our technology, and especially we can during this situation, we can adopt some more IT technology to have support from China. But
yes,
for that one, we have some more measures. First, for the manpower.
yes,
Like I said before, we can consider use more local labor and more local skilled worker. But for the key technology work, we can through the IT technology, like some APP. We can have some video with the Chinese technical people, with the supplier service people to give some guidance outside. That will be much against the difficulties under this situation.
Yes, yes. Okay. As you know, Mr. Wei, the region, by mean of MENA region, Middle East and North Africa, is preparing for the medium term for reconstruction stage. How do you prepare as SINOMA Overseas for this important stage regarding all kinds of projects your valuable company executes generally?
Okay, I think you have a very good question. Our company, SINOMA Overseas, we are highly interested in reconstruction in Syria and Iraq market. As SINOMA is leading EPC contracting for cement industry and glasses industry.
Yes.
Infrastructure sector, project financing solution, engineering service, operation maintenance service, spare part service.
Good.
To support this plan, to exploring local market, we will increase our efforts in exploring market with many measures, as well as increasing technical support.
Yes.
To deliver more construction equipment to Syria, to increase the performance of our work.
Yes.
In addition, regional linkage and coordination with our operation center in Dubai will be strengthened.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'd like to ask the participants if they have any question to you, Mr. Wei. We have as a new participant, Mr. Sadiq Alewa from Morocco. You are welcome, Mr. Sadiq. Mr. Narahari from India. You are welcome, Mr. Narahari. Mr. Fayyad Jum'a from Iraq. You are welcome. Mr. Ismail Fawzi. You are welcome, Mr. Ismail. Mr. Boldor Constantine from Romania. You are welcome, Mr. Christian. Mr. Adil Mursi Ali from Egypt. Al-Shuru for engineering services company. You are welcome from Egypt. You are new participants in this third session. Do you have any question to Mr. Wei Qiang? Mr. Wei Qiang, the project manager of SINOMA Overseas for UCG, United Cement Group in Syria. Mr. Wei firstly explained the history of SINOMA Overseas in MENA region, the projects they have executed in many countries in Middle East and North Africa. He mentioned also details regarding their current project for UCG in Syria. He told us about the number of employees in each kind of project and how they adapted. And nowadays they adapt with COVID-19 pandemic. He told us about the current situation in China regarding COVID-19 pandemic too. I told him I have just told him and asked him about their future plans regarding reconstruction, not only in Syria, but also in Iraq. As you know all, our region is preparing for reconstruction stage, a huge stage for reconstruction. So SINOMA Overseas, regarding all kinds of projects they execute, is preparing for this important stage via their technical and human capabilities.
Mr. Here.
Yes.
Maybe I can give you some supplementary to give a brief introduction for SINOMA Overseas.
Sorry, Mr. Wei.
I want to give you a brief introduction for SINOMA Overseas.
Yes, please.
Okay, SINOMA Overseas is a subsidiary of CEMTECH Group.
Yes.
And directly subordinated to SINOMA International.
Yes.
One of the major member company of the CEMTECH Group.
Yes.
It's also a leading engineering company around the world engaged in building material, which ranked number 51 in the list of world's largest 250 international contractors of engineering news record in 2019.
Yes.
SINOMA Overseas can build a project as as many model, such as EPC model.
Yes.
And EPC plus financing model, and EPC plus operation model.
Yes.
We have built 2 plants as EPC plus financing model in last 5 years in Turkey.
Yes.
One is the Ankara project, one is the Kilis project. Kilis project is near the border between Syria and Turkey.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
The sound, please, Mr. Wei. Mr. Wei, the sound, please.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it's okay. Yes, you can complete, please.
Yes. And our business,
Yes.
throughout Africa.
Yes.
And now South America, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's all.
Okay. From the participants, do you have questions for Mr. Wei?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, chatting, please write your question, Mr. By chatting, please.
Right.
Mr.
Okay.
Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, please write your question by chatting, and I will read it to Mr. Wei, please. First of all, Mr. Narahari from India, he asked, can we have the list of participants' telephone number and email ID for contacting? Of course, Mr. Narahari, we will provide you with your request after directly after the session by mail. Mr. Sadiq Alewa from Morocco has a question for you, Mr. Wei. The question is, does SINOMA make its own equipment like FL Schmidt, Loische, and Policius? If so, are you the leader in grinding, furnace, or cooler?
Yes. In SINOMA group, we can produce most of the cement equipment, especially for the main equipment, such as cooler, vertical mill, kiln, and operating feeder, like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
We have many equipment factory in China.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So do you have any comment, Mr. Sadiq? We are waiting for you, Mr. Sadiq. If you have any comment to re-ask Mr. Wei. Mr. Adel Mursi Ali, do you have any question? Mr. Adel, you are an active member in the sessions. So do you have any question to Mr. Wei? Okay, we will see the logo of SINOMA Overseas. Firstly, we can continue in parallel, of course. This is the logo of SINOMA Overseas. As Mr. Wei have said, it's belong to CMBM. This is the official logo of SINOMA Overseas Development Co. Limited. We have a question from Mr. Narahari from India. Would you like to you, Mr. Wei, the question is, would you like to know, are they working on any other cement plants in Syria apart from Union?
Sorry.
Mr. Narahari, could you please re-ask your question, because it's not clear. Okay, Mr. Narahari resent his question. I'd like to know, are they working any other cement plants in Syria currently? Your current project, Mr. Wei, is UCG, United Cement Group. Is there any other projects in Syria you are working for?
Okay, before we also built a cement plant for body cement, and in additional, we are currently called for another two cement investor. One of them is already signed a contract, so it will be started next year.
With Al-Badi Cement, you will start the next year.
No, sorry, let's make it clear. I mean,
Please.
About 8 years ago, we built a cement plant for Albania. That plant now is running. They are producing cement. And also, we have two contracts with UCG. One is currently executing. Another one it will be started in next 2 or 3 months. It will be see the situation by the coronavirus.
Yes.
Okay. Additional, we also have another 2 clients to discuss the contract. One of them is already signed a frame agreement. Another one is in the coding.
Yes, yes. Okay, Mr. Narahari said that they are experts in air pollution control system design. Okay, any other questions from the participants, please? Before we continue our session. Okay, Mr. Wei,
please, can you check your chat, please? Chat inbox.
please, Dr. Muhammad, Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, can you please write to me the question by chatting? I'm waiting you.
I already write it on the chat. You can check your chat.
I have Mr. Muhammad. Dr. Muhammad. I asked your question. You have asked regarding does SINOMA make its own equipment like FL Schmidt, Loische, Policius, and Mr. Wei answered your question.
I asked if they are going to make a center point in MENA region to have this spare part to save the time of export and money.
Okay, please write it by chatting because voice is only for host and the guest. Please write it in details by chatting. This is the system, please. We have a question from Mr. Sadiq Alewa. Mr. Sadiq Alewa asked, do you operate in process optimizations? Did you execute projects in Morocco before?
Yes.
Can you please tell us details, Mr. Wei?
Okay. Before we have one project in Morocco, but it's not by SINOMA Overseas. It's our brother company.
Yes.
That project is complete about 2010, 2009, 2010, like that.
Yes. Okay, we have another question from Mr. Christian Boldor from Romania. I have a question for Mr. Qiang. Does SINOMA has projects in mineral and mining industry?
Yes. Our business scope from mining to packing plant. So it's It's a full chain conveyor.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Christian Boldor, for your question. Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud finally wrote his question. The question is, since SINOMA Overseas has a huge investments in MENA regions, does it planning to have a center point of spare parts in these regions to serve all these countries and saving time of export and money?
Sorry, Mr. Jabran here. Can you
Dr. Muhammad Abu
please emphasize his point? Like a center point.
I will repeat the question of Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud. Since SINOMA Overseas has a huge investments in MENA region, does it planning to have a center point of spare parts in these regions to serve all these countries and saving time of export and money?
Yes, yes. SINOMA Overseas, the main business is including supply spare parts, also as well as supply technical service, after sale service. It will be like some more center region market. We have some office there. We have office there. We have some more staff there. So it will be save time and money.
Yes.
It will save
Yes.
time and money to provide the service to the clients.
Yes. At the beginning of the session, you mentioned, Mr. Wei, that SINOMA has an office in Dubai, in UAE, so that they can manage the projects in MENA region, I think.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Dubai is our foreign operation center.
Yes.
That company can cover MENA region.
Yes.
Not only doing business in Dubai.
Yes.
They are business and they are supporting to cover MENA area, every country.
Yes. Yes. Dr. Muhammad. Yes, please, Mr. Wei. Yes, please, complete.
Okay. Also, our Dubai operation center will be increase manpower, technical staff, and more asset in the next few years.
Yes.
Part is our company marketing strategy. So we see the MENA area is the most important market, especially for our company in the next 10 years.
Yes. Yes. Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, I think the answer of Mr. Wei is enough for you. If you have any more question, please feel free to ask whatever you want. We are waiting. We are waiting for you. I will take questions from other participants. From Mr. Amjad Al-Zahir from Iraq. His question is, Mr. Wei, regarding to Iraq, what is the coming new plans SINOMA are working on or under negotiations, regardless of Mass, Delta, Saman, and Gazin?
Sorry, I will get it. Hello, Mr.
Amjad.
Can you repeat his critical point, critical information? For this question, can you repeat again? What is exactly the point?
Of course. The question is regarding to Iraq, what is the coming new plants SINOMA are working on or under negotiations, regardless of Mass, Delta, Saman, and Gazin? He's asking about your upcoming projects in Iraq. What is the plans of SINOMA Overseas for Iraqi market?
As I said, the MENA area is our main market. So it's including Iraq. So it's based on our clients, what's their request.
Yes.
Everything to like a design, like a equipment supply, like service, technical service, spare parts service.
Yes.
It's all under our business. So everything is possible to negotiate, and we will make a right activity based on the client's requirement.
Yes. 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 Mr. Amjad Zahir, I hope this answer is enough for you. If you have any more question, please feel free. There is a question also from Mr. Adel Mursi Ali from Egypt. The question is, I want to ask a question. Company called SINOMA CDI operating in Egypt. So what is the difference between SINOMA CDI and SINOMA Overseas?
All right. CDI is also belong to CNBI. It's
Yes.
It's our sister company. To be honest, we are almost the same. They can build cement plant. We also can build cement plant.
Yes.
But our history a little different. So for SINOMA Overseas, we are specialized not only in cement industry. Also, we can build glasses industry. And also our company is good at provide spare part service and after sales service. And also for supply equipment, I think we are the best company to choose the good equipment to give the best quality and the price.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Wei. Mr. Christian Boldor from Romania asked again to be for you to be specific. To be specific, I will repeat Mr. Christian Boldor question. The question is, does SINOMA has a project in mineral and mining industry? He asked you to be more specific, please, Mr. Wei.
You mean mineral project?
Mineral, yes, mineral industry. You are right.
Mineral industry. Mineral industry, normally when we quote for the client, for the international clients,
yes,
sometimes they are planned including mineral project, like exploring investigation and feasibility report like that. And also we have some projects in China, but most mineral project is focused on non-metal project.
Yes, yes.
Like sand, like limestone.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes. There is a question from Mr. Narahari from India. The question is, we would like... Okay, he is offering his service to the Syrian market. Thanks for your effort, Mr. Narahari. If you want, we can make a special session with you as an leading Indian company and to know more about your capabilities for the Syrian market. We can arrange for a special session with India, of course, in English language. You are welcome. We can make it by mail after this session will end. Okay, Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud also has a comment. I mean that all their cement plants are similar in process and asked for a huge spare parts continuously, and they are only the suppliers for these spare parts.
Oh, it's double here. I think it's a little misunderstand. For CENTECH Overseas, we don't only provide spare parts.
Yes.
We can provide for EPC project full chain conveyor, full chain from equipment,
yes,
design, and spare parts, and
yes,
after service. It's cover from the beginning to operation.
Yes, yes. Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud also said that we need to transfer a part of their manufacturing knowledge, of your manufacturing knowledge. He's referring to SINOMA, to be a manufacturer in our region, not only an office manage the investments. He's asking for knowledge transfer from SINOMA to the MENA region. This is the point of view. Knowledge transfer of manufacturing.
Knowledge transfer technology, right?
Please, can you repeat?
Sorry, I think his question not very clearly.
Okay.
Can you
yes, of course.
Again?
Yes, of course. Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud is asking about knowledge transfer from by SINOMA to MENA region, so that the companies in MENA region can manufacture by their own. He's asking not only for SINOMA to have an office in Dubai to manage the investments, but also to transfer their technical knowledge for the local companies so that they can depend on themselves and manufacture spare parts. This is very strong point of view, I think.
Yeah, okay. I can give you a clear answer.
Please,
for
yes.
transfer knowledge, I think it depends on the specific situation.
Yes.
We can't give you a general answer. But actually, when we build a project in different countries, we cooperate with the local contractor. For example, now currently we have a project in Argentina. We work together with a local company. We transfer our knowledge to a local company.
In Argentina?
Yeah, Argentina.
Yes.
How to erect the
Latin America.
Equipment. Yeah, actually, a lot of countries, they don't have company have the critical technology to installation the equipment. So we subcontract to the erection work to local contractor, as well as we teach the installation skill to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think the answer was clear, Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud. Thanks for your question. Any more questions from the participants to Mr. Wei Qiang? Mr. Wei Qiang. He is the project manager of SINOMA Overseas for UCG project in Syria. Any more question? There is a new question from Mr. Adel Mursi Ali from Egypt, Mr. Wei. The question is, does SINOMA manufacture heavy spare parts like kiln tires and girth gears?
Okay, his question is very specific. SINOMA Overseas is a full chain conveyor company. They provide the equipment, but also I think currently no one company can produce every part for one equipment. Even SINOMA Overseas, we can produce
yes,
most of segment equipment.
yes,
but actually for each equipment, some spare parts is also will be purchased from other country.
yes,
No, from other company. It's I think it's a system. It's a social cooperation. Also, we have a lot of downstream company cooperation with us.
yes,
I can give you example for the mill. SINOMA Overseas, we can produce the mill, but for the motor and the gear.
and of course, it's this mill. It's a competitor to other company, to other manufacturers, global manufacturers,
Sure.
with quality and price.
Yes, sure, it's correct. But I mean for the mill body and other system, we can
Yes.
produce by ourselves. But
Good.
for the motor and the gear, it will be purchased from other other company.
Yes, clear.
That means we can produce similar mills, but every part is produced by ourselves.
Yes.
But the design is from SINOMA Overseas. The main part is produced by SINOMA Overseas. Yeah. But for the motor, the gear, it normally it have a professional company. They can provide the best production to us, and also we can control their quality.
Yes.
And they have cooperated more than 20 years. They know what's the SINOMA Overseas standard. They know what's our requirement, and they know what's the technology, critical things for cement plant.
Yes.
So I think it's already very mature to supply the whole system for each equipment.
Yes. Okay. Any questions to Mr. Wei Qiang? Mr. Amir Khalid, we didn't hear from you today. Mr. Ismail Fawzi, also, we didn't hear from you today. Mr. Fayyad Jum'a, if you have questions, we are ready to receive from you. Okay, I will let me, Mr. Wei, please mention the participants which are with us today. First of all, you, Mr. Wei Qiang from China, Mr. Adel Mursi Ali from Egypt, Mr. Amir Khalid, I think Mr. Amir Khalid from Syria. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Amjad Zahir from Iraq, Mr. Christian Boldor from Romania, Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud from Egypt, Mr. Ismail Fawzi, Mr. Fayyad Jum'a from Mass Cement Company from Iraq, Mr. Narahari Faraha Murti from India, Mr. Sadiq Alewa from Morocco, Mr. Samih Naji, you are the agent of SINOMA Overseas in Syria, Ms. Waad Shammous and Ms. Ala Muhaysin from Syria, from CEMTECH, Dr. Madeleine Brady from Syria, from High Commission of Remote Sensing. You are welcome, all of you. Do you have any more question? Okay, Mr. Ismail Fawzi, you are welcome. Mr. Amir Khalid. Okay, Mr. Amir Khalid, the record of this session will be uploaded to our company's channel on YouTube and our company's page on Facebook and LinkedIn. So you can watch it again via the record. Everything will be uploaded on social media, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, so you can catch up with us. Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, you are a very active person. Thank you for your really good question. Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud has a question. The question is, coal, not petcoke, can be used for white cement production? This is his question. Coal, not petcoke, can be used for white cement production?
You mean coal?
Coal, yes?
Yes, it's possible. The coal will be used for cement production. It's the
white cement production.
It's white cement.
For white cement, not gray cement, Mr. Rui. Can we use coal for white cement production?
Actually, it's have a lot of actually, it have not only one option for the white cement production.
Yes.
But I think this is a very professional question. I think if we want to know more details, maybe send an email to me. I will ask our technical manager give you exactly answer, because I'm not a technical person.
Yes.
I should responsible for the answer.
Okay, Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, you can by chatting send your email to Mr. Rui by chatting, so that he can answer you via email. Is it okay, Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud? You can, by chatting, mention your email to Mr. Rui, so that he can answer you by email after he will return to the technical experts in SINOMA Overseas. Okay. Mr. Rui, I will write to you by chatting the email of Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, so that you can send to him kindly the answer of his question, please. I think it's. I think you received it.
Yes. I will forward it to my technical manager. Give you a professional answer.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you please, Mr. Rui, write your email to me by chatting, so that I can send it to Mr. Narahari from India?
Sure, not a problem. I will send to you.
Yes, please. So that everyone can see it. I will write it to everyone so that you can see it. The email of Mr. Wei Qiang. I will write it by chat to everyone, so that you can email Mr. Wei anytime you want.
Okay, I will send it.
Yes, please. Via chat, yes, yes, I receive it. Okay, Mr. We send it to everyone, and me also, I send it again to everyone so that you can email Mr. We anytime. Do you have any more questions? Dr. Muhammad Abu Saud, I think you have got your request. Any more questions? Okay, Mr. Wee, last word, please.
Okay.
Last word, please. If you want to finalize this session by anything you want.
Oh, okay. Thank you for everyone joining SINOMA session for this session. For me, this is the first time to join this session in Syria. For me, it's a big honor. So we hope can cooperate with all this country, all this company in MENA area. So
Yes.
I'm very happy to receive any question or any cooperation invited from this company, so we can
Yes.
keep in touch.
Of course.
So now we are suffering very difficult situation by COVID-19. So I hope every company can develop their business. They have a good future. They can have a very good development in the future. So let's work together. Let's work together and to develop this region market.
Yes.
So thank you for everyone. Thank you.
You are welcome, Mr. Wee. I'd like to thank you, and I'd like to thank every participant in this session. I'd like to take a small part to share with you this poster, which is for our annual regional conference, which will be held virtually via Zoom program, which we are using now. The virtual conference, it's organized by our company, CEMTECH, and will be held on 13 to 15 July 2020. There will be a digital related exhibition with the conference, e-directory, presentations for companies, work papers for experts, and the translation will be available from Arabic to English and vice versa. As I told you before, the conference will be regional and will be held virtually via Zoom program, which we are using now. You can register for the conference. You can make presentation for your company. You can market your products, even commodities or services, throughout the related digital exhibition. And you can book your own page in the electronic directory of the conference. I will send you our company's email for registration. If you want the email of our company, of CEMTECH company, via chat, so that you can register for this conference. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your questions. There were important questions among the session. Thank you very much, Mr. Wei. Thanks for your time. Thanks for Mr. Samih Naji also for his effort with us and with Mr. Wei. We are waiting for you in the 4th session because we have 8th session before the conference. So we are waiting you in the 4th session. We will send the details via email as usual, and you are welcome anytime.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you and good luck to all of you.
Thank you. Good luck for everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.